We, watchers, are bound by sacred laws to observe, to chronicle, and never interfere. Our eyes stretch across galaxies and dimensions, collecting stories of love, destruction, ascension, and decay. But me, I'm different. I have seen too much, felt too much. And there comes a point where witnessing evil is not enough. You either turn your gaze or you act. I am the one they whisper about, the rogue among the watchers. And if they ever discover the truth, the consequences will ripple across eternity. But tonight, I made a choice. A man, an officer of the law, was supposed to die, but I intervened. His name is Officer Derrick Hale, Louisiana born, stubborn as cypress roots, and pure of heart. The kind of man the world rarely recognizes until it's too late. Tonight, he was called to a house for a noise complaint. Just another page in his book, until I made it a chapter in mine. The cruiser rolled to a stop in front of the property, headlights washing over peeling paint and broken shutters. A small shack at the edge of the swamp. He killed the engine and stepped out, boots crunching over gravel, yelling. Faint but angry, male voice, maybe two. Then silence. Derrick adjusted his vest and approached, the stink of the swamp mixing with rotting wood. He knocked twice on the weather-worn door.
This is the Livingston Sheriff's Office. Got a noise complaint out here. Just want to make sure everything's all right.
No response. He knocked again, louder.
Sir, open the door. I heard you yelling. You okay in there?
A moment later, the door creaked open, a sliver. A head peeked out, greasy hair, wild eyes, breath that smelled like rot. The man wore tattered overalls, soaked in mud, and something darker. "Evening, officer," the man rasped. "You lost or something?"
No, I'm not lost. Just got a call about shouting. Need to make sure no one's hurt in there. Is everything okay?
The man's expression darkened. "What happens in my house ain't none of your concern. You got a warrant? No? Then buzz off." He started to close the door, but Derrick instinctively stepped forward, boot wedging into the gap.
Sir, I need you to step outside, just for a few questions.
That was when he should have died. The man behind the door had already drawn his gun. I saw it. Milliseconds ahead in the river of time. The trigger squeezed, the chamber fired, and I interfered. Splinters exploded from the frame near his head. He stumbled back, heart pounding, and instinctively drew his weapon. He didn't aim, he didn't think, but his hands moved like they knew exactly what to do. Each shot was precise, 4 rounds, all center mass. The suspect reeled back, a spray of blood on the wall behind him as he collapsed through the open door. Derrick blinked. His hands trembled, but he felt guided. He keyed the mic on his shoulder.
Shots fired. Suspect down, EMS needed.
The scene was still, save for the faint gurgle from the man in the doorway. Derrick moved with caution, weapon still drawn. I had guided his hands. A forbidden act. I felt the pull of the tether that binds watchers to non-interference, stretch, and fray. But I had to. The man had darkness in him that bled through dimensions. What he did in that house, no being, mortal or eternal, could stomach. Inside, the stench hit like a wall. Feces, urine, rotting food. The place looked abandoned and occupied at the same time. Mattresses covered in stains, old toys, chains.
Is anyone here?
Derrick called out.
If you need help, call out.
Nothing. But something, some deep gut-level instinct, pulled him towards the back room. He stepped inside, eyes scanning, and noticed a lumpy carpet by a toppled chair. He peeled it back. Wooden floor, trap door. He hesitated, then opened it. A ladder, a dark hole, a muffled whimper. Flashlight drawn. He descended. The beam of light hit pale faces, small, terrified eyes. Children, at least 7, dirty, shaking, huddled together in a crude basement. In the middle of them stood a man. Not like the man he'd shot. This one was clean, calm, dressed in a black coat with eyes like stars reflecting eternity. Me. Derrick raised his gun.
Hands up, now!
But I didn't move. Instead, my voice echoed inside his mind, not through ears, but through soul.
I am not your enemy, Officer Hall. In fact, I saved your life.
He didn't lower the gun.
Who are you?
He said.
I am a watcher. Or I was. I broke the rules tonight. I saved you. The man above was going to kill you. And these children were going to die in darkness. I know you felt it. Something intervening.
Derrick's voice cracked.
How do I know you're not lying?
You don't. But look at them. Do they look harmed? I'm the reason they're still breathing. I've been watching over them for a while now. Waiting for you, Officer Hall.
Derrick looked again. The children stared at me with awe, not fear. Like I was their protector.
I've watched this world decay. I've seen the wicked thrive while the righteous fall. I cannot simply watch anymore.
I stepped forward.
And I need a vessel. Someone willing, someone strong. I want to show you more. Cleanse more. Stop when no one else can.
Derrick's hands dropped to his sides. The weight of everything crushed him. The house, the gunfire, the children. Me.
What exactly are you asking me to become?
I said a single word.
Justice.
He said yes, not with words, with the silence of a man who had made peace with purpose. And so I stepped into him, not to control, but to awaken. Together, we will hunt what slithers in the dark. Together, we will make a new chapter in this world. The other watchers will come for me. Let them try. This story has only just begun. Some stories aren't meant to be heard, but remembered. Tonight, we met a watcher who broke the rules and a man who chose to become something more. But make no mistake, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of a much darker purpose. Thank you for joining me for day 14 of the June Horror Marathon. Tomorrow, we descend even deeper. Until then, stay alert, stay haunted, and stay draconian. Good night.